So here we go. Vulcan versus Matrine. Game number 3. It's 1-1. And we are on two ways. As we have an interesting matchup this time around as well. Vulcan bringing around the blue forces on the left side. With KDA, good amount of Spetsnaz in the front line, all around. Will move into the town in the north, it seems. Yes, goes for an aggressive play there. But Matrine on the right side brings around the 39th Guards Mortal Strelky. One of the top decks in the game for sure. Both decks really scary at the moment. A couple of UWATs is coming around. The SPGs, the Spetsnaz will be annoying here. One OSA accompanying them and a ZSU 57 to try to help out pushing back any helicopter play. Motor Sub Parry could be pretty helpful against the Spetsnaz if they get in TNT range. And yeah, the bans have been 35th and 4th Moto. Two pretty obvious bans for this. 35th for the map, 4th from Vulcan for the opponent. Yes, Matrine seems to be really scary with 4th Moto. 3 games out of 3 with that division in the semifinals and finals so far. So you don't want to leave that open. It seems to be his top deck, and it's for sure a solid deck as well. Good cost efficiency, solid for this map here as well. But 39th, really scary as well, with the SU-25s and co. Spetsnaz coming in here. Have to be careful of the Redcaster parry though. They can get in TNT range. They can annihilate the Spetsnaz OP quite quickly. But on the other side, the Spetsnaz over here, pretty dangerous as well. ETR coming in for Matrine. 2 zones captured for Vulcan from the get-go. High level, quite a lot of CVs on both sides here from the get-go. Redcaster parry, get the kill onto the Spetsnaz OP. Would allow the BTRs maybe to move around a bit. KDA shoots on the way though, with the RPGs. But parries getting one closer, getting some TNT onto the Spetsnaz as well. Doing a good amount of damage there. But the other Redcaster parry is already down. BTRs on the heavy fire as well. Getting all TNTs out, but the Spetsnaz still around here. Not quite enough meat. As more Motor Strelkies will be pushed in. Supply truck here would be helpful for Vulcan to resupply the situation. The northern part of the map is quite scary for Matrine, but Matrine's focus is in the center. Brings in good amount of units over here. And this is where Vulcan has to defend. BMP2, BMP1's coming in. Also guys, if you want to see more Steel Division and WARNO content, please subscribe or follow on Twitch and YouTube. So yeah, that you see it when it comes around. Every like and comment helps out quite a lot. Every subscription on Twitch, really much appreciated. If you have a Twitch Prime laying around, maybe invest it now, as we have some BTR 60s here now rolling in. The MP1P moving around. Yeah, the TADBV, Matrine always starts with one if he has a TADBV deck. And it's a good unit. It's a good unit. Has to keep it safe from the air. Ryusa and Strela and then Osa now are supposed to do that. But you can make it work, especially against KDA. TADBV is a good unit. They don't have anything similar in their deck. No heavier tank. No modern MBT on their side. Only T62s as the top level. Mortal Strelkies also should deal with Spetsnaz OP relatively nicely. We'll reveal them to the TADBV as well. The TADBV can help out there once they jump into this building. Or they actually jump into the center building there in a second. And yeah, the UWATs, TADBVs and co should get rid of the Spetsnaz OP relatively quickly here. Mortal Strelky Medis helping out from this lower end as well. Spetsnaz OP on the heavy fire. KDBV trying to connect. Mortal Strelky firing against him in the open. Spetsnaz OP goes down. North still heavily contested, but Matrine is getting control of the center. So, big question mark, which one is more valuable? And the question is also, how far will Matrine push out over here now? Will he try to get control over this area? Maybe endanger the Bravo zone as well. A lot of things possible here now. That's Mortal Strelky. We'll get the SPW here. That's nice. And Mortal Strelky's over here moving forward. Coming around in good numbers. Oh, I also this time I forgot to do the prediction. I'm sorry for you guys this time around. We'll have one for game number 4. And potentially game number 5 if we get there. Yes, game number 4. Game number 2. The 4th Motschützen did get the win there. Motostrelki coming around. BTR 60. Moving around the north. Spetsnaz OP under heavy fire. Motostrelki coming in here against the KDA. KDA leveled up here already. They dealt enough damage. A lot of KDA Schützen around. Motostrelkis have to be careful. We don't want to let them upvet too much. Otherwise they become really problematic. Spetsnaz helping out big time as well. Yeah, you can't just fight that with Motschützen here. Matrine needs another solution here. As Motostrelki and Strela hold the center here. And the south, Otleni Podovitsky and Motorradredka holding the line. North, big struggle. KDA Schützen trying to hold the line. SPW moving forward. CV coming in here to contest it. Vulcan on a +2 now. There's no CV is in the center just yet. BTR coming around for the rear zone now. And Vulcan gets KDA Schützen into the center now. ADBV here is scary though. Yes, a Periapio. Just 2 low numbers here for Matrine. Coming in piecemeal. And coming in piecemeal, always a bad idea. Always a really bad idea. Has to get a more focused push, especially in town fights, as they snowball so heavily. 57 has to push back to Mi-24 here. Mi-24 not moving away far enough. Will get shredded here. Yeah. Flag 57, really, really scary. Vulcan now on the +4 in the north. And Matrine under heavy pressure. BMP2s in the center. Moving forward. TADBV could help out here. But he needs his mechanized forces to help out. He needs his mechanized forces to do the damage here. KDA and Spetsnaz outclass his infantry, but he has the BMP2s, he has the TADBVs, he has the better helicopters, he has the SU-25s, so he can absolutely deal with it if he engages at the right moment, in the right time. Just the northern engagement so far, completely terrible. I feel like he should give up on, like he should keep this contested, but trying to counter push here in the north is just a waste of points by now for Matrine. Investments, they're maybe even a bit too high. Like, standard classic rule is push harder where you win and invest where you win and stop investing where you lose. Just investing into the meat grinder of that the enemy has on you is not worthwhile. Just throwing units into the meat grinder is not how you get cost efficient. Pushing your advantage, getting cost efficient trades, getting to overrun the enemy combined arms with your better combined arms is how you get further ahead. Like, go ahead, get ahead where you're already ahead. Don't try to turn around the game with less resources against more resources. So Matrine should try to push the issue over here and not try to capture this back. Like, he needs to hold the line here, but he shouldn't try to do any counterattacks or so here with lesser units than the enemy. BMP2s shooting around here. Radredka helping out. KDA Schützen under fire. South, no engagements happening. Good amount of Otleni Podoritsky. Radredka Saperis and Motor Radredkas coming in. Motostrelki in the middle. Getting a nice spot. T62 M1. Nice for holding the line here, I would say. Superiapios and so on. Like, yes, they can hold the line nicely, but as you can see, there's just so much more for Vulcan. You can't engage into it. Playing, like, mobile defense is nice, but you should try to get your kills here. He's not doing that, though, allowing Vulcan now to put his good trades into the north, into equalizing the center, as Matrine only invests into reinforcements there, instead of getting further ahead here in the center. And that's a big mistake. Matrine up now 2+1 for now, but Vulcan will eventually have enough forces to overwhelm the center if he keeps on trading this well in the north. MiG-21's coming around here now. No AA around against him. Oh no, there's an OSA, sorry. Nice hits though for the MiG-21s. They're flying over the center. Okay, both MiG-21s going down. Next MiG-21 actually coming around. Trying to get some kills. Flies over the center as well. Once more the mistake of moving your airplanes into the center instead of microing them out over the flanks. Always retreat over the flanks, never retreat over the center. Especially if the enemy center, if you have to fly directly over the enemy main line. So MiG-21's getting annihilated there. Really cost inefficient for Vulcan, but maybe time efficient here. Getting maybe even further ahead over here. T-62's trying to hold the line. So Periapio under fire. KDA pushing forward. T-62's on their own here now. More investment coming in here. BMP-2's. The Periapios. Akatsia even coming in already. But that all allows Vulcan to get more stuff up here. South, nobody's doing anything there, but Vulcan now investing into a hell of a lot of T-55s coming in for the center. On the other side, couple of reinforcements here, Atleni Podorichki. 2 T-80 BVs. One of them being the CV unit. Matrine seems to like his CV tanks. Game number 1, Leo 2A3. Now T-80 BVK there. Interesting playstyle for sure. But has no infantry right now here in the north. As he's squandered it all. Artillery not on target. And yeah, Matrine just not keeping the pressure up in the center. After winning the first engagement there is just such a big issue for him right now. Like exactly the reason why he was winning his semifinal versus Fantix. But this with Fantix being the one who wasn't aggressive enough this time around. It's Matrine who lacks a bit of the aggression. Whilst Vulcan is keeping it up here. Veteran of Utrecht games for 10 years now, I think. Keeping it up here. Like Vulcan really has been around for a long while. Had his 10-year channel anniversary this year for sure. So knows how to play these kind of games. And he really shows up here. ADA moving forward, Spetsnaz moving forward. And Matrine needs to get something done here. Still, if he maybe gets a nice defensive play here in the center, could do a good counter push there. It's still not over. Spetsnaz OP moving around over here. Trying to hunt the CV in the rear. It's an infantry leader though. As we have more Motostrelki BMPs coming around. Motovačetka moving around here. BMP-3s coming in. Might end up getting killed by the Spetsnaz. No. Won't have any. Oh, there's one. Oh, actually. I won't get there in time. I don't think. No. Couldn't get a shot off. BMP-3's not super fast, but no, not quite there in time. Get a shot off onto the BMP-3s. They move past. That's more T-55 moving in the north. After T-62s died over here. MiG-21 BIS coming in again. Coming in directly for the BTR. BTR moving nicely though. Will dodge it. And the Mi-24 and the OSA get the kill before the MiG-21 can do anything else. The MiG-21 investment really not worthwhile for Vulcan. T-80BVs and BMP-2s holding the line nicely so far. T-55s not coming in. T-80BVs really getting a lot of good shots off. The Spetsnaz camaraderie here will most likely die. Vulcan squandering his advantage a bit. MiG-21 investments really cost inefficient. And now this push in the center, also pretty cost inefficient. So, good trades here for Matrine. He just needs to keep them coming and then needs to put up the pressure at a point of his advantage. Strela over here under fire. Be careful. Raczwetka against the SPG. BTR goes down to the SPG. Rapira can be somewhat scary as well. Raczwetka firing against the SPG, which is now out of ammo. Did a good job, this SPG, getting 15 shots off. Usually means it has paid off. But some units here of Matrine tried to go for behind the line action. Me-2 helicopter here though, great for Vulcan as a early warning system. MP3s And Moto Strelki coming in for a flank attack. I like that. This is good BMP3 territory. T62 bit outnumbered here now by the T55s. But one heavily damaged. BMP2 has to be careful. 62 gets one killed. Should now smoke off most likely though. Wait for it getting repaired. Maybe get a bit less stressed. Ooh, gets a nice another hit. But the last remaining T55 most likely will finish it off. Down to 2 hit points. 55 is reloading quicker and gets the kill. And that's a problem. T80B is coming in. That outclasses the T55s heavily. Quite good investment in my eyes. But the BTR is in danger. Has to go out here for a second here. Give the take to Vulcan. But stay alive. Another CV trying to come around here. Odleni Podorichki could find some nice kills against these T55s here. Maybe even by accident. Yeah. Finds them by accident. Gets the first one killed. Aims on the second one. Gets the second one killed. Odleni Podorichki finds the CV over here. Great kills for Matrine. Matrine really on the way back in here. KDA Schützen and Mod Schützen coming around the flank, but great kills here by Matrine. Good movement here. Like, getting a bit proactive again. Mi-8 TB will most likely find some nice kills on these infantry units though. Airplane of Matrine could try to find a kill onto the Mi-8. Not coming around though. Something happened over here. I think the Akatsuya tried to find a kill onto the SPG. Oh, Spetsnaz. Oh, Superiapio not unloading. Big mistake. Hopefully they unload in time when the Spetsnaz OP comes around. Oh no. Oh, it's a great investment here. Like getting a Superiapio, good idea. But the Spetsnaz OP could kill all 4 units if they don't unload. They don't seem to unload. Wrong command there from Matrine. Big misplay. Oh, that could be disaster. Meanwhile, units over here moving around. CV of Matrine got killed off here in the north. Didn't get out of there alive. TADBB coming in. MP3's on the side here. As I said, I like that play. Okay, Spetsnaz, Superiapio. Second one does unload in time. But loses still one. So Spetsnaz OP here paid off big time. Got a couple of units that moved into the center killed off here. Some BTRs killed off. So Spetsnaz OP dealing great damage for Vulcan. Returning. Getting a nice return on investment there. On the long march and so on. And the units behind the rear will get messed up as well. More towards Redgas will die here in a second. The Mi-8 tries to find them. ST-22 in the north. Not getting the kill onto the KDA Schützen. Motor Strelkis have to be careful. Spetsnaz still around. Vulcan on a +1. And coming around with a nice flank over here. T-55's coming around. EAD BVK. Tries to get the SPW over here. There's a hell of a lot of infantry is coming in here. Not a lot of AA in the center though for Vulcan. No Book on the battlefield just yet. The Book over here could be pretty helpful in my eyes, but none on the battlefield just yet. 2 Malkas though, and they can really deal a lot of damage in the center. Center zone is really easy to use artillery on, so that could be scary for Matrine. One of the reasons why I feel like he should have kept moving. And yeah, a lot of infantry coming in here. SU-22 could be quite devastating there. KDA Schützen in the north. Yeah, not able to kill off a TADB. Will get killed off. TADB though, heavily damaged. And doesn't have any recon units. Or any infantry units even. Just spot a bit of stuff for it. So needs to be careful. Won't see the T-55 itself. In the other forest. 55. Not the greatest gun against it. Oh, actually does see the T-55 it seems. No, it sees the AA pieces here. Okay, T-55 does retaliate now. Gets spotted now though. And gets killed off. TADB keeps on moving. Finds another thing to shoot at. KDA Schützen in the north. TADB, good investment here. In my eyes. Said before. SU-22 rockets gets the double kill on the helicopters. Yeah, it's a big back and forth still. Like, Matrine is not out of this. The early game in the north was a bit thrown away, but got a nice couple of kills since then. Osa, though, quite scary. SU-25. Ooh, doesn't get hit another time. Will get out alive. Artillery coming in. Malkas on the other side, not constantly firing. Not firing at all just yet. Oh, and the SU-25 with the wrong move! Matrine, what are you doing? What are you doing? Motostrelky coming in on the north. SU-25 does bite the dust. And Malka could really wreck the center. Malka's finally firing. Yeah, coming in for the center, coming in for the CV and the Busa. And this is getting problematic now for Matrine. Let's push over here. Not quite working out just yet. BMP3 and T80B though, getting some nice hits in. And his Akatsuya allowing for some infantry movement as well. But he most likely won't be able to clean this out. At least not unless he kills off all the AA. Like, killing off the AA might be the way to go, then killing the rest off with air. But with infantry alone, you won't kill that with motostrelkies. You won't kill that with motostrelkies. CV gets sniped by Malka. EMP-1P coming around, T80BV sitting around here on the other side. BMP-3 under fire. Rapira trying to get the kill there onto BMP-3. Not doing it nicely though. Motorwatch coming around. I feel like in air micro is something that both in Steel Division and in WARNO, top level players are not that great in compared to the average skill level. Like the top level players in WARNO and Steel Division still could do a lot on their air micro compared onto their other stuff. The amount of MiG-29s that we saw Lathans, for example, squandering, it's quite intense. Artillery, the WARNO people are a bit better than the Steel Division people. Artillery, I think, is also something that, especially in Steel Division, the top level players are still not that amazing in. But air and artillery are still fields where a lot of improvement could be done. Artillery, for example, Puritana, I think, did revolutionize WARNO, and in general also, yeah, the smoke play and so on. There was improved a lot since Tanner's place a couple of months ago. But yeah, PTR's moving forward. T80BVK coming in here. But Tretka Perry trying to move forward. BMP3 under heavy fire now. Motschützen most likely will get the kill here. As I said, I don't like this push of Matrine over here. I don't think you can push him out here. T80B moving forward. They're landing all around. SU-22 coming on target onto the KDA Schützen, getting a nice kill. BTR Conquerors under fire. Coming around here. Getting some nice hits. Peasants under fire. Center of Matrine under heavy pressure now though. Priusa trying to hold the line. Motschützen here. Might get killed off here in a second. Yeah, get finished off here. SU-22, 25 in the north. There's still that AT piece though. A piece though. Osa went down, but the Flak 57 still an issue. SU-25 still has to be careful. Still a lot of ammo on that thing. T-62's under fire now. PGM's flying. One goes down. Spesnat's still holding the line though. And the SU-25 has to be careful. Took some good amount of damage there. And the counter push of Matrine here not quite working out. Still a +2 for Vulcan now. As Me-24V AA comes in for the center. SU-25 trying to get some kills there, but the next ZSU-57 gets the kill there. Yeah, that thing should have gotten out of there a while ago. Helicopters trying to come. SU-22 cluster coming in on the other side. Going for a kill onto the T80BV. Could get the double kill here easily. Especially as, yeah, that is a double kill. V-24 goes down afterwards. Great kill for the SU-22. Will get killed off, but it did do its job. CV coming in here for the center now for Vulcan. That might be a +5. As time is also running out here. And Vulcan is starting to really get ahead here now, point-wise especially. But the counter push, yeah, Matrine not pushing, not using his advantages as a division in the right spots. Like, he has the better tanks, he has the better IFVs, he has to use those advantages, controlling the open fields. Like, this is the zone he wants to push. Either through the northern zone, that was blocked, or through the center. He could have easily pushed in here. He wants to win over here. And then put pressure onto Alpha, maybe from the north. Maybe get a CV in here by controlling the rest with IFV firepower, or over here. And yeah, for sure controlling the center, but more actively. Like, if you win the center and then you stop here, enemy only has to push 1 millimeter back and they can contest it again. If you win the center and then you push in here, the enemy has to push you all the way back to get a contest again. So, yeah. And you can move the CV as well. If the enemy stands here, you can't move your CV around away from artillery. You have to keep it in these 2 spots. Every other spot, you would be open to enemy fire. If you push up here, you can put the CV in here, you can put the CV in here, you can put the CV in here, and the enemy artillery won't have as much of an easy time to guess where you are. So Matrine really squandering it here. Brings the BTR again, Vulcan down to a +2 again, but I just don't see how Matrine is coming back from this. T-55 getting bombed there. AA in the center, I guess, is down. Like, massive air victories here now are the only way for Matrine. 30 minutes still, so there's a bit of time. But really needs to get it going. BTR still under fire by the T-55 here. Has to be really careful. Mi-24V actually could fly forward, you know. There's no AA on the other side. Not sure why it's not doing that. And yeah, Vulcan finally, with air support and all of this, gets whittled down on the north, but the investments that Matrine had to do to get this back under control is really big. ADB moving forward. 57mm under fire. EMP3 gets the ZSU killed. Still CV in here. Matrine finally brings in the Mi-24. No AA in the center right now. No AA anywhere. So the airplay of Matrine could really work out now. But took a long while. Lenny Podorichki moving forward. BMP3 coming in as well. ADBVK versus KDA Schützen over here. Getting some nice damage in. Lenny Podorichki, Motostrelke BMP coming around. +2 here still for Vulcan though. Matrine. Mi-24V needs to be more aggressive here. Has BMP2s. Like, there's little... Vulcan actually overextended here a bit. And there's a little left there. Cluster bomber coming in over here. Trying to get the ADBVK. That moved away though. Osa most likely will get the kill here. Oh, unlucky. Will still have 2 or 3 more shots. Wow. Osa really unlucky there. BMP once. Engaging in the KDA Schützen over here. CV Spetsnaz Commodity still alive though. A lot of investment still here instead of air investment. CV in the center actually went down. I'm not quite sure what got it, but something got it. CV needed here for Matrine now, but that was only be at +1 right now. Still a lot more damage needed. Mi-24 has no opposition right now though. Can just move forward. Airplay in general has no opposition. I don't know why we don't see more planes right now from Matrine. He got all the AA. Vulcan overextending here a bit. But Matrine not pushing the effort. Motostrelke pushing forward. KDA Schützen under fire. Motostrelke moving in here as well. BMP2s coming in. ST-22 coming in with some hits. Killing off a helicopter. Now it should use its bombs. And then retreat and come around another time. Okay, gets the KDA there. Not the most valuable target, but it is a target. Malka coming around for a TADBV. Pioneer flamethrower under fire by the TADBV, but TADBV has to be careful to not get killed off by the Malkas. Okay, doesn't get killed off yet. Saperi RPO moving forward. Good amount of T-62s coming in on the other side. CV coming in the middle. BMP2s moving forward. Conquerors too close to fire their missiles. Schützen coming in from the side here. Oh, might be able to ambush the CV. E8 helicopter could move forward. A lot of units could move forward here. Conquerors under fire by the Motostrelke. Strelke will get the kill there eventually. SPG coming around. But Red guy could push forward as well. More CVs need to be taken out here by Matrine. Even if he gets the unit into the center, it will only be a +1. Still a +2 at the moment for Vulcan. Vulcan getting really close to finishing this off. So in 10 minutes you need a hell of a lot of points. +3 even wouldn't be enough at this stage for Matrine. Needs more than that. Needs to keep it moving. UWATs here. Ooh. Shouldn't move in here. Okay. Vulcan realizing that. Also moving forward. Schützen sitting around here. BTR CV coming around into the center. Mod Schützen could ambush that though. BMP2 moving up. V24 V under fire by the OSA. Now trying to disengage. Should move away to the side. That is good enough. Motorstrelki will get the kill there. Airplay still absolutely vital in my eyes for Matrine here. Me24V find the BTRs now by accident. As the Flak 57 will get killed off by the 30mm here. UWATs under pressure in the rear. Vulcan still on a +2 in the north. Airplanes can come around. SU-22-5 nearly out of gun ammo, but still can try to deal with the T-62s. Me-8 MT in the skies. More helicopter play. Not more infantry. I don't know why he's not using more air. There's no A in the round right now for you, your opponent. Who gets the UWATs pushed out. Another UWATs moving around. +3 now for Matrine. Needs more than this though. Me-8T plus airplanes plus SU-25s right now. Why T-62s? You only have 8 minutes. Helicopters. Airplanes. You have complete air dominance, Matrine. You have complete air dominance. Me-24V pushing back the Mod Schützen. UWATs has to be careful. Yeah, shouldn't move in there at the moment. BMP2s pushing out the CV in the rear. Not the CV being bored. BMP2s opening up fire over here. E55. Most likely will get a shot off though. Will get the kill there. So the +3 for Matrine won't stay around for too long. SPG-9 might get a kill here onto the T-80BV. T-80BV turning around frontal armor now. S-25 not finding any ECM hits. Me-8, I'm not sure why you're not flying further forward. You got all the AA, Matrine. Stop wasting your time. HE bomber coming around. Okay, AA, MiG-23s, but OSAs are around everywhere. Cluster bomber getting a nice hit. OSA though, coming in with some nice hits as well. Getting the bomber. T-25 in the air. Can go for the head on there. OSA in the rear, helping out. MiG-23 trying to get the kill there. OSA out of ammo. Ooh, that's painful. OSA in the center, still should have ammo though. MiG-23 in danger. Doesn't get hit by the first one. Does get hit by the second one though. Will go home. T-80BV still moving here. Getting some SPWs though. Not getting CV. Akatsias firing onto a building where something is inside. Me-8 moving around, trying to spot stuff. CV is still around though. T-80BV will get taken out. No bomber in the air. Is Matrine out of planes? Because otherwise there is no reason to not push harder right now. Oh, OSA went down over here. T-55 got it. Strelky BMDs coming around. BMP-1s entering the battlefield. 6 minutes only, +1 with only 40 points right now. That's absolutely nothing. Back under fire. MTLB coming around. A62 coming in the north. Me-24 V80 flying back. Can reload over here now. Motorstrelki could find some nice kills. No AA in the center right now. Me-8 MT is a bit nasty. Artillery coming in for them. Akatsias now. SU-25. Finally some airplanes. But still none for the north. Ah, finally. Oh no, there's a rocket. Oh. Yeah, that's scary. Ah, he might lose line of sight there. Okay, Bomber gets the Spaz down to 1 hit point. Oh, rocket not on target. Oh no, it is on target. But Spaz Comrade still alive. Still a +1 for Vulcan. Highly unfortunate. Me 8 in the north under fire now. Will get killed off. A lot of good kills here now. But the plugged ZSU 57 also getting some nice kills the other way around. BMP 1P moving forward, but it's C62s and so on. The reinforcements of Vulcan should just be enough. BTR in the center will fall to the mod Schützen here most likely. Disengaging. MiG-23 coming in for its Su-25. Will get the kill there. V-24 V-80 moving around in the center. EDBV engaging the mod Schützen. CV not engaging far enough. Mod Schützen still moving, so they will get killed off actually. But they can get the kill. T-55 under fire. Only 4 minutes though. So, and no, the T-55 gets the kill. Okay, that's it. +2 for Vulcan even now. Game number 3 will get to go to Vulcan. With 4 minutes, that's not going to happen. Close game here. Su-27 gets a nice kill in the south. Flying around, Osa trying to get the kill onto the Su-27. But yeah, the big air investment came in maybe a bit too late. And the focus on Delta was the big mistake. Like, way too much squandered in Delta instead of focusing the advantages that Matrine had. And Matrine does get out of here now. Got more kills than Vulcan, but got less points in the end. GGVP to Vulcan. Taking it to 2-1 and getting up to a match point here in game number 4. So, let's see if Vulcan can finish it, can become the Division 2 champion, or if Matrine can get us to a decider in game number 4. See you all.